What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we need to take a look at CEI stock because this stock has been on a death spiral today. It is down over 35%. There's crazy news that we need to talk about. Let's take a look at the chart first of all and see what we have going on. You can actually see this insane chart and this insane drop. And what's really interesting is if you look at the times on this chart, you can actually see that a circuit breaker was set off during this massive drop because it was just such a substantial drop that trading actually got stopped on this stock. It looks like we've been halted yet again, but you can see, yeah, that on a 27% drop to the downside, it did trigger a circuit breaker. And that's why, the stock had very little volume right here and then opened massively lower than where it was and had very substantial volume. So what the heck happened with this stock? Well, there is some news and an article that was released that kind of explains what happened here. Well, first of all, Kerrisdale Capital is to blame for this huge drop in stock price. You can see they released a tweet at 11:09 a.m. And if you look at the chart, that is exactly when this stock started tanking. Right here, 11:09 a.m., this stock dropped dramatically on this tweet. Now, they said, we are short CEI. Report available at this link. This one is something for everyone. Death spiral financing, a fake CFO, delinquent filings, fired auditors 3 weeks ago, insolvent energy assets, and the saddest family of entrepreneurs in the clean tech vaporware space. And if you actually click on this link, it brings you to this page that they have where they basically just write this massive bear case for CEI stock on a fundamental level, right? They're fundamentally bashing CEI stock. And obviously, when we were looking at CEI, we were not talking about the fundamentals of the company and why this company is great to buy over the long term. But we were talking about how it's a great play to get in when you see this much momentum. Now, it looks like Kerrisdale Capital is taking a short position. You can actually see it looks like trading has resumed and we are shooting down once again. So, this is probably catching a lot of people off guard. A lot of people might be at work and not even looking at their phones or noticing that this huge drop is happening, but it is rather significant to see us down over 44% today, almost 45%. I mean, it would not surprise me to see this thing just absolutely get blown out of the water. Because if you look at the short interest, it really is only up 2.61%, but that's as of right now. And this news just came out a little bit ago. I don't know if Ortex is actually updated yet. It's very possible that massive quantities of shorts are piling in on this, that people are getting out of this play. And because Kerrisdale Capital is sending this on Twitter, I thought I would look at their page, and they only have 60,000 followers, but this has likely been recirculated a bunch. There have been 80 retweets. Who knows who's retweeted, how big those people are? But you will see that Zack Morris, the person who we originally credited with pumping this stock up in the first place, does have a bit of a response right here. It says, "Sorry guys, looks like they are coordinating attacks on us. Manage your positions." So that's basically him washing his hands of the thing. My guess is he's already out of this stock, and it's likely that he's kind of signaling to people that they should be getting out as well, because look at how much this thing is dropping just on this news. And to be fair, Kerrisdale Energy did write, a decently convincing paper. I didn't read all of it, but I read some of it, and they have a lot that they delved into with this company. And obviously, this company was not a good long-term fundamental play, right? We were more so looking at it for the short squeeze potential that we were seeing. It looks like that is likely not going to be the case. It's not impossible that we're going to see some bounces, right? It's very possible that we will see some bounces in all of this volatility. Traders like to get involved, especially since we are hitting this zone of support around the $1.40 to $1.80 level. We're going to see if anything holds, but it is looking unlikely because we are just seeing such massive downwards pressure. So many people are dumping this stock that it is almost frightening to see how fast these things can drop. And, this is the risk that you always take in the stock market. And that's why I always keep my position sizes low. I happened to be fortunate and was not in CEI stock at the time of this drop, but I was watching it live. And, I'm trying to get this video out to you guys as quickly as possible just to inform you of the situation. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do with CEI stock. I'm just letting you know what Kerrisdale Capital is saying and what Zack Morris, the guy who originally started pumping this, is saying. He's saying manage your positions, and I think that's his kind of nice way of saying get out of the stock. That's my opinion. Obviously, maybe I'm taking that out of context because, an hour ago, before this massive dump started happening, he was calling for CEI $10, right? And there was obviously no way to know that Kerrisdale Capital, unless you were an insider in their company, was going to release this report and start dumping this stock huge and probably shorting it, right? I mean, obviously, Ortex hasn't updated and accounted for all the crazy stuff that's been going on, especially ever since those circuit breakers were tripped. But it's very possible and very likely, in my opinion, that, when we look at this tomorrow, we will see a massive gain in short interest. Likely, as a lot of people were selling more shares, in addition to shorts not covering their position, but adding to their positions, right? I suspect that Kerrisdale Capital is kind of getting the best of both worlds where, they're tweeting this out, they're potentially shorting, pushing this thing down, they're convincing other people to sell their shares, pushing this thing down. And, this just seems like one of those situations where it's very difficult to hold any ground, especially when you're down. I mean, we're down over 50% at this point. This thing just keeps dropping minute by minute. Looks like we may have hit another circuit breaker, and trading is paused around $1.48. So it really does not look good for CEI stock. And if you look at Google Trends, you can see that we are actually getting a lot of attention on this news. And this news is relatively new, right? This has only been going on, rather, for about 30 minutes, almost exactly 30 minutes. So, already we've started trending up massively with CEI stock on Google Trends. My suspicion is that this will continue going up in the future. That will probably potentially make new highs on CEI stock, Google Trends wise. But that might not be the best thing for CEI because a lot of that search volume is actually people searching why it's fallen so much, right? They're going to be wondering what the heck happened with this big drop, and will likely be getting this bad news from Kerrisdale Capital, where they see this massive bear case laid out for the stock, which we could dive into, but really isn't worth it, right? What we care about more so than the news itself is the reaction to the news. That's what we're here to do. We're here to trade and make money. We don't necessarily care about why this company is bad. Obviously, we knew this company, if you ever looked at the long-term charts, you could see had been dropping dramatically. Especially if you look over the past 5 years, you can see it was dropping dramatically due to a ton of share dilution. Obviously, that was going to continue to happen in the future, but sometimes you can capitalize on those companies when they are going through these little squeezes and momentum plays. And, if you got in early, then you were up a bunch of money, and even still have the potential to be up a bunch of money if you were getting in even below this price, like at 70 cents, 80 cents, a dollar, you could still be up on some money. But my personal opinion on this stock is if I were involved in it, I would be getting out quick. I would likely be out already, right? Because I was watching this live, and I would have sold probably in the early stages of this. But I'm just trying to get this video out to you guys as quickly as possible. So other than that, let me see if there's anything else that I need to talk about with Camber Energy. I don't think so. So that is it, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Other than that, have a great day. I'm very sorry to bring you this bad news about Camber Energy stock. Obviously, this isn't what we want to see with these plays. But, I did want to make a video on it to cover it for you guys, just so you understood what was going on, because sometimes you see those massive stock drops and you don't actually know why the stock is dropping. And, I'm going to quickly flip back to the chart. You can see that we have started actively trading again. This bar is now moving, so it looks like the circuit breaker is halted, but it could be potentially a tough stock to get out of if they keep triggering these circuit breakers and halting trading. I just want to point that out to you guys. So other than that, have a great day. Hopefully this doesn't dampen your day too much. I hope none of you guys had too much money in CEI stock. That would be, very unfortunate, especially considering the fact that, down 50% on the day. Hopefully it was a small part of your portfolios if you guys had anything in it. Other than that, have a great day. Sorry about this. See you in the next one. Bye.